Hello. I'm getting there. Hold on.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. We are prepared this week
Yeah, sure. We are prepared. We're not late at all.
by an hour and 5 minutes.
And it's totally not our fault. Well, the hour is. The 5 minutes is not. Hello, and welcome back to Third Person Podcast,
There's three of us.
your favorite Sunday afternoon evening show.
I'm sure there's better out there.
Huh?
I'm sure there's better out
We
there.
didn't say we were the
I
best.
said
We said they're their favorite.
Favorite.
If they're watching us, we've got to be their favorite.
If they are watching, they are dedicated and probably a little stupid.
So are we. If there's anything we can say about ourselves,
Although I think last week's show was pretty good.
I think every show's pretty good.
I think last week was one of our best. There was some funny moments in last week's show. Not that there's not funny moments in every show.
Well, last week we got to talk about the morality of dolphins.
Yes, or dolphin morality. So yeah, welcome back. Sunday, October 29th, Halloween in just 2 days.
Halloween's on a Tuesday.
Yay. I wonder if we will get any trick-or-treaters this year.
I think trick-or-treating's happening on the weekend. Like a lot of neighborhoods are doing it like today.
We never get any trick-or-treaters.
Well, we're
and
at
we
dead
have,
ends.
yeah, but we've got a house. We've got kids right across the
They
street.
probably go to some other neighborhood.
They probably go camping.
Probably. They're never here.
They are never.
If you're our neighbor, sorry.
Yes, I'm sure our neighbor's watching. Excuse me. So yeah, busy week. Busy
How
day.
was your week?
Long. I had to work Saturday night, so.
Ugh.
6-day work week. That was fun.
I'm sorry.
Money. Exciting. Supposedly this week coming up, we're supposed to get a wage announcement. That should be exciting.
Ooh. Fingers crossed for good news, which it will be.
How was your week?
It's been long and slow.
Well, you quit smoking.
Yes, and it has been a week and a day now.
Yay. Congratulations.
Thank you. How was your week, Sean?
It was eventful.
We don't need to go into details.
Now,
Sean's had a rough week. Well, rough couple days. His week was okay. Just one day in particular.
how bad can a Friday be?
what would you like to know?
We found out.
Friday sucked. Well, there was a lot of crap on Friday that sucked.
We
Not gonna
had
lie.
a very bad Friday.
Friday was not
Yeah,
good. Which I guess, I don't know. Things been going pretty good all around overall. So I think at least I was due for a bad day.
I don't like to look at it like that. We all deserve good days all the time.
I look at it like, in general, I'm usually a positive outlook kind of guy. So I look at it as like every day gets a little better, or at least moves forward. Not bad. And then like you reach a certain point where things seem to be doing pretty good, and life knocks you down a little bit. Hopefully not as far back as last time. And then you kind of work your way up. It's kind of like steps with steps back. But hopefully the steps back don't overtake how far you go since the last step
You
back.
take 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Yes.
They come
Opposites
together.
attract.
Opposites attract.
I don't think Sean knows that
I
song.
don't know that song.
Wow.
I'm surprised you know that song.
I love that song.
People my age barely know that
I
song.
love that song.
2 step forward,
1 step back.
Anyway, so I hope everybody out there is had a good week. I hope nobody had any heart attacks or accidents. And I hope everybody gets a raise this week. Let's see. So yeah, in case you don't know, Sean and I work at Toyota, and the UAW has come to an agreement with Ford, Stellantis, and GM.
Just for, I'm pretty sure.
No, they all
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
The other
part.
two followed suit pretty soon after
Okay,
Ford.
yeah, I.
What are you
So,
gonna do? Not do what Ford does?
so we're not union, but we will probably reap some of the benefits of their new contracts. So
Because if Toyota doesn't
And
do anything, then
rumor,
they
yeah.
might become unionized.
the rumor is around the plant that they'll be making an announcement this week. So we're hoping. Anywho, we've got a few stories from last week that we did not get to, and then some new stories this week. Luckily, Matthew and Sean have stepped up in the story getting thing because this is the second week in a row I haven't put anything on there.
I only added 3.
I added one last week. So we've got the Manhill, the Manhill,
The
Manhill,
the anthill in Nashville.
the Manhill Nash Hunt, the Manhill Nash Hunt, the Nashville Manhunt from last week. We've got Alex Jones update from last week and the house that got demoed while I was on vacation last week.
Imagine coming home from vacation. There's no house.
Yeah, and then we've got a few more things on there. We've got a Toyota chairman talking about EV vehicles, which is redundant. Electric vehicles or EV, not EV vehicles.
Oh well.
Thinking
Oh well.
of myself. That's like VIN numbers. Gets
Or
me
PIN
every time.
numbers.
Every time. Vehicle identification number. We've got airship FAA clearance. Oh, is that for SpaceX?
No,
No,
actually, it's.
that would be Starship. I don't know what airship is. Okay.
Think the Hindenburg.
I'm thinking Hindenburg. Cool. Ball of
That's-
flame. Ball of
That's a
flames.
bad pull.
How about we think Goodyear blimp?
Yeah, let's think Goodyear. Let's think
not go
Goodyear.
back to Hindenburg.
Let's not
you
think.
will understand why I say that when you look
Oh,
at the picture
okay.
of
You,
this
you
thing.
did that
Okay.
on purpose. Okay,
Yes.
we got a couple of YouTube links. I think
Yes.
those actually both are broken links that lead to Alex Jones, if I remember correctly.
Oh, are they left over?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can probably get rid of this.
Because
That was-
that was the songs.
Yes. Yes.
So those links are not real. And then we have a couple
Matthew-
deaths this
Matthew
week.
Perry passed away. Sad
A
face.
hockey player died in a freak
Is
accident.
that Adam Johnson?
Yes.
I don't know.
And
I don't
then
know this Adam Johnson. I don't know what he does.
he's a hockey player. He's an American hockey player.
We have
And
we
it just
have
says
those?
it said he died in
you
a
might as well
freak
play.
accident.
You might as well say he plays high school soccer. Sorry.
High school football.
I'm sorry if you're a hockey fan. I am not.
I'm not really. I'm not any sport fan. And then
I'm only interested in it when they fight each other.
I'm interested in the things
I do
people-
give them props. Any sport that just lets them fight, and they're just like the refs is back up. Okay, let them go.
anything goes
I mean,
in hockey.
gotta
It's
give
great.
them props.
It's
for
like rugby on ice.
that. Rugby's another one where they just.
Oh yeah, I don't
Kick
think
each
there are
other's butt.
rules in rugby.
I don't know how anybody survives rugby. It's like-
because they know what they're getting into.
I've seen like tournaments, like in Vegas. They had a tournament. I was watching it. It was on ESPN 2, 3, 4, whatever once. And it was like they were shorter games, but then like if they won, they had to go play like another game and like without a lot of rest. And I'm like, you're just like you're already bloody and beat up. How are you?
It's a gauntlet. If you go last,
It's like
you
if they
have
had
a very
a
good advantage.
if they had like a UFC like pay-per-view and like if you won one fight, you went right into another fight.
Yeah,
They
it's a
kept-
gauntlet. It's a gauntlet
like-
rush. And then the last story we have is someone found something explosive in their thrift shop.
Cool.
I don't
Alright.
think that's cool.
It's probably not cool if you're them.
Probably not. So, all right, let's see what we got here.
Let's see what's happening in
All right,
Nashville.
so Nashville,
Tennessee.
this is from last week. There was a manhunt for the police chief's son.
Who is suspected in a
Yes.
shooting of 2 Tennessee officers.
So
outside a Dollar General.
well, I've wanted to shoot people at Dollar General.
He's the estranged son of the police chief.
He's a strange son.
Was he estranged before or after the shooting?
Yeah, suddenly after his son shot some officers, he's like, oh, he's estranged. Laverne, Tennessee. Police in Tennessee were searching Sunday.
Do we want to put this up on the screen?
No.
All right.
Nothing worth seeing there. Shooting of 2 police officers outside a Dollar General store.
Officers in Laverne, a city about 20 miles, 32 kilometers, southeast of Nashville, were investigating a stolen vehicle outside the store Saturday afternoon when they struggled with the suspect who pulled a handgun and shot them, said Laverne Police Chief Christopher Moes. Moyes? Meows? Christopher Meows.
It's a dyslexic meows. Police identified the suspect as John C. Drake
Jr.
That
Yep.
almost sounds like a rapper name.
You know, if that was my name, I think I would have issues too.
Who was the son of Metro Nashville Police Department Chief John Drake.
Senior.
No, I don't think that works that way. He's just
I think you need
John
3,
Drake.
and then the
Yeah.
top one is senior.
So police said Sunday that Drake is considered armed and dangerous and urged the public to remain vigilant and to call authorities immediately if they see someone matching his description.
Ann Smith, which sounds like a fake name, a spokesperson for the city of Laverne, identified the officers as Ashley Boldyjack and Gregory Kern. Boldyjack was released from Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville on Saturday, while Kern was kept overnight for observation and is in stable condition. So it looks like no one died. They just got shot.
That's good.
That's good. We like no deaths.
Police chief issued a statement Saturday confirming his son was, yep, that's my boy, was the suspect in the shooting. Drake said they were estranged as of about 5 minutes ago. And over many years, he has had only minimal contact with his son. The younger Drake is a convicted felon who resorted to years of criminal activity, he said. He now needs to be found and held accountable for his actions today. I hope that anyone who sees him or has information about him will contact law enforcement immediately, Drake said in the statement.
Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said in a social media post that a statewide alert had been issued for Drake, who was wanted on 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 2 cops. Smith said about a dozen law enforcement agencies are involved in the search. After the shooting, the Laverne police issued a shelter-in-place order for residents in the city. It was lifted while the search for Drake continued, the department said in a social media post. Mayor Freddie O'Connell issued a statement in support of the police chief. My heart goes out to Chief Drake, his family, not the son, and the 2 wounded Laverne police officers. I know that despite our best efforts, including in their early years, we cannot be responsible for the choices of family members. I support Chief Drake and stand by him in this difficult time.
There you go. So yeah.
Not just any regular someone. His estranged son.
Well, yeah, that means no that means like
So
haven't heard from him forever.
the father has no contact with the son. So he's breaking apart the stereotypes. I'm not putting the picture up.
It won't be
Just
hard.
saying.
It won't be hard for people to find Nashville Manhunt for Police Chief's
Yeah.
son.
Let's just say there's a stereotype that fits right in there.
Wait.
Son went to go get some smokes and just.
The son is well, he was at Dollar General.
I don't think they sell cigarettes at Dollar General.
I think they do.
Oh, Dollar General. Yeah, Dollar. Yeah.
CVS does not anymore.
I was thinking the dollar store.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Dollar
Why
General
would
is
the
not
dollar
the dollar
store
store.
sell
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that it was.
I know you'll find this hard to believe that cigarettes used to be pretty cheap.
They were.
They're
Yeah.
actually pretty cheap out here compared to
They were almost doubled in price in Vegas.
in what's a pack of cigarettes here?
Just under $10, and I think it was like 18 in Vegas.
I know in Jersey it's like 13-ish.
I
don't know
believe
what it is.
that.
In New York, I think is 20-something dollars.
When I started, it was like $5.
Yeah, a lot of places here state minimum.
Yeah, they put sin taxes on there, so they jack up the taxes. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a bad
So they
thing.
can jack up the taxes on stuff like that.
So they can make money and claim that they're doing it to stop people from smoking.
You know what? My bank account will be happy that I stopped smoking.
Alex Jones. I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Alex Jones. He's kind
You
of
know
a
who he is?
conspiracy guy.
Infowars.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
Oh my got
The
a little
only clip
video.
I know
I can
of.
put this up. We got a little video clip here. I don't know what it is, but we shall see. Oh,
I
man.
don't know a whole lot about Alex Jones, so I'm not going to say anything inherently bad about him. I just find it funny, the clip of turning the freaking frogs gay. And there's another clip I saw of him. He was like in a
Turning the frogs.
Yeah, he was having a
chlorine in the
conversation. I
water.
think he was on like a podcast with someone. He's like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little retarded. It's the funniest shit.
He's a funny guy. Oh, look, the video's already playing. How nice of it.
Nearly 10 years later now, Jones took the stand in the... We begin tonight with the stunning verdict against Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist who claimed Newtown...
Well, the stunning verdict was when they said he had to pay $1 billion.
965 million.
To people that all he did was say that
They're turning the
the
frogs
shooting
gay.
didn't happen.
What shooting?
It was it was a school shooting, but he claimed it was all a psyop thing. It was, what was the shooting? It wasn't Sandy Hook. It might have been Sandy Hook.
It is Sandy Hook. I can see the subtitle on the
Hit you
bottom.
with the vision. Yeah, it was Sandy Hook shooting, and yeah, he came out and said it was all fake. It was fake news, fake this and that. They were all actors and this and that. So their families sued him because no free speech. I mean, sure, it's kind of addicting to say that to hear of your families, but he didn't do anything. He didn't tell anybody to do anything. I think what happened was they got harassment from a lot of his fans were harassing the families then, saying it was fake, and that's why they sued. But it's not.
Yeah, that can be a tricky thing. 'Cause
Yeah, it's not.
I guess technically, if you don't tell them, don't go after them, then technically it could kind of be on you.
But is it $1 billion?
No, but I mean, how many families
Well,
were
it's. I think it's like 13 families, so it's split.
there? What's
However that splits up.
what's $1 billion divided by 13?
It's still a lot.
A lot.
$1 billion divided by 13
Well, let's
equals
watch
a
the
number
video.
that
then we
I
can
like.
We'll finish the video and then we can see if they.
was a hoax, that the parents of the children killed were paid actors. Tonight, he's now been ordered by a Connecticut jury to pay $965 million in damages to several families who suffered from his false claims, his lies, and threats from those who listened to Jones. 20 first graders and 6 teachers and staff were killed at Sandy Hook Elementary, their young faces just 6 and 7 years old, still so moving nearly 10 years later now. Jones took the stand in the case and made news when he said he was done apologizing. The judge had already found him liable for defamation. It was the jury in charge of determining the damages. And today we witnessed the tearful scene in court. After years of lies and threats, family members openly weeping. So the question tonight, will those families see any of this money? ABC's Eva Pilgrim leading us off.
Tonight, a Connecticut jury punishing Alex Jones for years of lies with a staggering verdict, ordering the conspiracy theorist to pay nearly $1 billion in damages to the families of Sandy Hook victims. As the verdict was read, some of them in the courtroom, like Robbie Parker, weeping.
What we were able to accomplish was just to simply tell the truth, and it shouldn't be this hard.
Okay, so
This is the old story. This isn't now, but the written part is now.
yeah.
The video is the original story.
So
The verdict was not this week.
I just want to say, we did some quick math here. If I heard that I was going to get almost $77 million, I'd be crying too.
Oh yeah. Well, Alex Jones doesn't have $1 billion. They're not getting.
Isn't the
that.
way this works like the court pays them
No.
and then he pays back the court?
No.
That's not how it works. Oh,
You
okay.
don't get the money
You don't get the money?
unless he pays it.
Oh.
Now, yeah, there's things they do like they make they make you liquidate whatever you've got. They can't make you liquidate like your home. If you've got more than one house, you have to get rid of that, like extra cars, that kind of stuff. But you have to be able to keep like your home and like I don't know if you have to have a car or not, but you could probably make a case for that depending on where you live. If there's mass transit, stuff like that. And then I think basically you're not allowed to make any money that doesn't go towards that, like that. Either paying the house or the car or paying that. Like that's anything over that. You They monitor that.
Yeah.
So like people, what they'll do in these large cases is which is what the story is about. He's trying to declare bankruptcy basically. He doesn't have $1 billion, but they can deny that, which is they did here. And then like other things, like if like Alex Jones is the head of his company that puts on his show, so like he'll go and like either put the company in somebody else's name, or like sell the company to like a relative for like $1, stuff like shady financial stuff like that, or
That's technically
or be
legal.
like, well, I'm the president, but I don't draw an income. All of a sudden my income is zero.
Take a pay cut for to go to the company.
Yeah, so they do stuff like that to try to skirt the paying the money.
$1 billion.
It shouldn't be this
Yeah.
scary. But while the truth was being said in the courtroom, he was standing right here lying.
Lawyers for the family showing how
He was stating his
hour-
opinion. I don't know if that's a lie.
Yeah, it's not a. Yeah, he didn't. I mean, we don't know that wasn't true. I mean, I've got a pretty good idea it wasn't true, but it's
can't-
not like the media's never lied about anything before.
Yeah.
hours after the massacre that left 20 first graders and 6 staffers dead, the InfoWars host claimed it was all a hoax, and the grieving parents, actors, Jones mocking them on his show.
Doing classic acting training where he's laughing and joking and they say, hey, we're live. And he goes, oh.
In gut-wrenching
Again, kind of a dick move, but not illegal.
Yeah, I mean,
detail, 8 families and an FBI agent recounting nearly 10 years of abuse, death threats from Jones's followers. Parker, who lost his 6-year-old daughter Emily, testifying about how he was verbally attacked by a man on the street.
they're not fans, they're followers.
Followers, yes. Devotees.
Cultists. Try to put negative spins on this.
I-
Followers has a negative spin when it comes from like a news outlet like this.
Verbally attacked is worth $77 million.
Yeah, I just want to say I don't want to hear anyone involved in this case complaining about kids these days being entitled and stuff because they literally said this man hurt my feelings. Give me $77 million.
Yeah. Well,
I know they didn't literally.
to be
say that.
fair, they didn't sue for $1 billion.
Yes, the
they
jury
sued for a lot
decided.
less. So the jury's like, oh, we don't like Alex Jones, so it's $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a big problem with the original judgment. It's
I mean, is he in the right? Not necessarily.
well, no,
Are they in the right?
He's
Not
he's
necessarily.
a jerk,
Yeah, he's not a nice person.
but you're allowed to be a jerk.
yeah, you're allowed to not
He didn't
be nice.
call for violence. As far as I know, there was death threats, I guess, but there was no actual violence against the family. It was a verbal assault. That's not an assault. That's yelling at somebody. People yell at people all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who's got brothers or sisters has had verbal assaults. It's not worth $77 million. Yeah.
So much venom and so much hatred for who he thought that I was.
Even as the park
All right.
I don't think he had hatred for you.
No. He could care less. He's putting on an entertainment show.
Yeah,
Alex Jones is
an entertainer.
he's a very smart guy, and I would guarantee you that 75% of what he says he doesn't actually believe. He's just entertaining people.
yeah.
He knows what his fans want, and he gives it to them. That's how he makes.
Like, do you think
He's
he
made
just
success.
naturally said off the top of his head they're turning the frogs gay? No, he probably came up with that. He was like, that's a good bit for this.
He probably said that during a show, like talking about it, and then once it came out of his mouth, he's like, "Oh, I'm running with that." That's
Oh,
gold.
yeah.
That's gold.
Parker
Golden.
family
Gold, Jerry,
prepared to lay
gold.
Emily to rest, they worried about the threats. Mom Alyssa hiding in a closet near the coffin.
Is her name
Mom
Mom
Alyssa.
Alyssa?
Mom Alyssa.
Oh, I was thinking MAMA.
So was I for a
Okay.
second, and then it
All
occurred to me, wait, Mom Alyssa. Yeah. It's Mom Alyssa.
What if someone came into her funeral? What if
You can't win a lawsuit on what if.
They did.
What if someone came? No one came to the funeral. The family.
If you're getting sued for verbal assault, don't let your case happen in Connecticut.
Yeah. No. How did the case end up in Connecticut?
I don't
The
know.
school's in New Jersey. I don't know.
Is it?
People started
Yes.
yelling or
Sandy Hook's New
protesting
Jersey.
and came inside. Like
It
every
says in
little thing
Connecticut.
we did, I was
Is there a Sandy Hook in Connecticut?
Let me look. Hold on.
The families affected by the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre in Connecticut.
I'm sorry, but there is a Sandy Hook in New Jersey. We grew up.
There's a Sandy
you
Hook
guys
in
grew up like 30 minutes
Kentucky,
from here.
Indiana.
I
Virginia.
apologize. It
Sandy
was
Hook in
Connecticut.
Newtown, Connecticut.
Okay.
There's a lot of Sandy Hooks.
That's not. I don't know if that's a lot.
Sandy Hook, New Jersey has a nude beach.
paranoid.
In the courtroom,
Why, you know?
Alex Jones forced to face those families.
You put a target on his back just like you did every single parent and loved one sitting here, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Today's verdict
No, I know
comes
it.
just 2 months
I
after a
love this
Texas
voice.
jury
I put a target
awarded
on the
another
frog,
Sandy
cake
Hook
rocks.
family nearly $50 million in damages. In this
That's the
trial,
face of a man who
Jones
gets
was
told he has to pay $1
defiant,
billion.
telling the court he was done apologizing.
Now, I've already apologized to the parents over and over
Because
again.
we know
I don't apologize to you.
Objection,
Don't apologize to you.
Lawyers for the families argued Jones
Was it the lawyer who was asking him to apologize?
I don't know. He was just saying he's not going to apologize
a
to the
lie
lawyer.
machine for profit and needs to be stopped.
10 years since these families lost their loved ones. And even now, he's still doing it.
Jones has filed for bankruptcy, claiming he has no money. Last year, he was found liable in 4 defamation cases, and lawyers for the family say he has recently moved $62 million out of his accounts to hide his assets.
Assuming this verdict is upheld, he's not going to be able to keep having the everyday items a wealthy person like Alex Jones has. Everything could be subject to this judgment. And so as a result, he's going to have to portray himself as totally broke. And that's not that easy to do.
Tonight, the families say the verdict
Pretty easy
sends
if you are.
a clear message.
The truth matters.
Does it really?
The
In
truth,
this day and age?
the truth matters, but also being able to say, like, I think that this is bullshit and not get sued for $1 billion is kind of also important.
Yeah, that's a little scary. I heard someone say
They literally sued him for an opinion.
There's a political commentator, Gavin McInnes, founder of the Proud Boys, said recently. He goes, I'm done. He goes, from now on, any argument over, unless it's an argument over who's right or wrong about like art, there's got to be a right or wrong. Unless it's art, there's a right or wrong. There's no your truth, my truth.
I mean, yeah, there is a right and wrong.
Well, not in today's world, but yeah.
Yeah, because people are fucking dumb.
Those who
No one understands anymore the difference between subjective or objective. Like subjective is I like that show or I don't like that show. Like objective is that's a can of Coke.
And that's
No,
Pepsi.
it's not. This is a can of red Pepsi. That's my truth.
profit off of other people's pain and trauma will pay for what they have done.
This has been
How is
quite
he
the 10-year
profiting?
journey for all of these families. Eva Pilgrim with us
People
tonight,
watch
and
the
we
show,
heard there
buys
from
merch.
Dan Abrams,
I don't
Eva,
watch the show
that he
anyway.
believes the
It's not like he has
personal wealth
merch
of
that
Alex
says
Jones
Sandy
is
Hook
not
was fraud.
I'll tell you what, those frogs need to go after Alex Jones.
The frogs need to pull up a defamation case. It's like, there's more to the story, Jones.
People come by and call me gay all the time. Say I'm drinking the fluoride out of the water.
Damn
Alex Jones'
Chris.
fault. They've only had to put up with it for 10 years. He's been doing this to us for 20.
protected in this case. And there's yet another defamation case still coming.
That's right, David. This is not over for Alex Jones. He's already been found liable in these cases, and he...
All right, well, that's finishing up that story. So let's read the words.
The woods the entire time?
Huh?
Those woods?
Yeah, well, that was the original. That's the original story going back to the verdict, which was a few years ago now. Right-wing provocateur and conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. Is it really a theorist if most of them come true? I mean, he did miss on this one. Although, I mean, 5 years from now we could hear differently. Must pay more than $1 billion in damages. Yeah, we already know that. Despite Jones filing for bankruptcy, a federal bankruptcy court judge ruled he still has to pay. So December.
Hold on, I have a problem. I read ahead. I'm sorry. In Jones's case, the language of the jury instruction confirms that the damages awarded flow from the allegation of intent to harm the plaintiffs. I don't think he intended to harm the plaintiffs.
No, that's.
The court judge Christopher Lopez is.
Well, the problem was it was also not. This wasn't a criminal case.
Mm-hmm.
So in civil cases, the jury gets to decide the damages, which is that's part of the point. Because it was criminal, it'd be jail time.
Yeah.
But the jury can determine jail time too. So in civil cases, the jury is given a lot more leeway as far as damages and stuff. So December he filed for bankruptcy after being being told to pay $1 billion. Sorry, trying to skip around here. Bankruptcy often staves off legal judgments, but not if they are the result of willful and malicious injury.
What injury?
That's the question.
Mental injury.
Yes.
Sorry, psychological injury.
Mm-hmm.
U.S.
Said it
bankruptcy
was an
court
actor.
judge Christopher Lopez in Houston decided that standard was justified in Jones' case. The language of the jury instruction confirms that the damages awarded flow from the allegations of intent to harm the plaintiff, not allegations of recklessness.
It just seems weird to me that a judge from Texas is saying that.
Most of the judges are appointed by liberal prosecutors. So, fake children. Families are pleased with the court's ruling that Jones' malicious conduct will find no safe harbor in bankruptcy court. As a result, Jones will continue to be accountable for his actions into the future, regardless of his bankruptcy. Yeah. So he's still got to pay, which I was pretty sure I heard at first when it was decided that he wouldn't be able to hide behind bankruptcy. And I'm pretty sure that the jury came back and worded it that way for that reason, so to make sure that he couldn't file bankruptcy to avoid it. So he tried to file a bankruptcy. They said no. I wasn't surprised by that.
I'm shook.
Yeah. The $1 billion surprised me. But the fact that they won't let him declare bankruptcy, I kind of knew that was coming.
Yeah, they're not gonna. You owe someone $1 billion and be like, you're not declaring bankruptcy on me. If someone owed me $20, I wouldn't let them declare bankruptcy.
Did it do it again?
Yes,
Just
it did.
click on the link, see if it works.
Oh, that one looks fine.
Just click on it. Does it take you to that site?
No,
If you just
it
click
takes
on
me
it?
to that.
Click on it.
No, click on it. It's going to take me to
Click
that.
on it.
Click on it. Come on.
See?
Okay.
We did it last week. We clicked on
Okay,
it
copy and paste.
the old-fashioned way. Oh, let me copy.
Because you didn't highlight it. Shh.
Need to highlight it all, and then you can copy.
Yeah.
You can paste and go.
No,
Why is that there?
from last week.
Paste and go.
There's a paste and go.
There's a paste and go.
Hold on. Wait, there's a paste and go.
Yeah. Paste and go, right there.
Where?
Right below paste.
Oh, cool.
Uh-huh.
All right. So this is a story about a woman who returns from vacation to find Atlanta home demolished. Just gonna let you know right off the bat. I actually read this story. Not exactly true.
What?
It's true, but it's not. It's the headline is very misleading.
Okay.
All right, I'll put the headline up so people out there can see it. Out there in
People out
internet's
there.
land. So the
Internet
story
land.
is about a woman who returns from vacation to find her Atlanta home demolished. Like I said, there's a little more to the story than that.
A homeowner is mulling the next step after a company mistakenly demolished a home she owned in southwest Atlanta.
Susan Hodge said in an interview Saturday with the Associated Press that she found a pile of rubble in place of what used to be her longtime family property when she returned from vacation last month. I am furious, she said. I keep waking up thinking this is all a joke or something. I'm just in shock. She said a neighbor called her while she was away and asked if someone had been hired to tear down the vacant house.
Vacant
house.
Okay. That's a big
She
difference.
may have been on vacation, but it wasn't from this house.
Okay.
This was a family property that was vacant.
Ah.
Okay, see, a lot less bad now.
Yes.
Still bad,
Yes.
but a lot
Oh,
less
yes.
bad.
I said no, and she said, well, there's someone over here who just demolished the whole house and tore it all down.
Did you hire someone to do this? Because it's already been done.
Yeah. When the neighbor confronted the construction workers, the workers got nasty. He told her to shut up and mind her own business.
I would, probably.
She sent a family member over to see what was going on and who asked to see a permit. When the person in charge at the site checked his permit, Hodgson said he admitted he was at the wrong address. So first they got nasty and then they're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that house down there.
It's been boarded up for 15 years.
But it's fine. They keep the grass cut and the yard's clean.
So if you're a demolition company and someone's like, okay, I need you to demolish the house at 1015 Jones Avenue. Okay, so you bring your own crew, you're pull onto the block for Jones Avenue. It's like, what are the odds there's going to be two houses that need demolished? You're going to see the ones that are boarded up. It probably doesn't have a address number on it.
Probably not.
You're like, well, that looks like it needs to be demolished. It's all boarded up. Looks like it's been boarded up for 15 years. So they saw the boarded up house and stopped there. Didn't bother to look for another 10, 15.
I probably would. I mean, at that point, it's an honest mistake, almost.
And could you imagine if you're the foreman on the site and you're like, the first lady come over, you're like, get out of here, mind your own business. Then someone else comes over, you're like, hey, get out of here. Oh, wait, never mind, hold on.
Like, first time,
My
yeah,
bad.
get out of here, mind your business, this isn't your property, you didn't hire us, whatever. The second time, why is there two? Oh. Huh.
How did that happen?
Do you think they got like halfway, like they got the house partially knocked down, and one of the guys is like, hey, there's another house down there with boards on the windows.
What are the chances we got the wrong one?
Yeah.
This team's going to have to get a job in construction real soon.
Yeah, so it's been boarded up about 15 years. We kept it boarded, covered, grass cut, and the yard is clean. Taxes paid, and everything is up on it. So they probably did her a favor. If it's been boarded up for 15 years, she's not doing anything with it. It's going to cost her money to get it knocked down.
Yeah.
It's not like you could just take the boards off the window and move in. I mean, it'd have to be completely renovated.
Probably, yeah.
I mean,
Been sitting there for 15 years.
The picture does not look like good condition wood.
It also doesn't look like it was that big.
Yeah, it looks like a little hut, really. Where was I?
She's filed a report with police and has talked with lawyers, but they're in limbo. We're in the process of figuring out what to do. We keep pressing in different directions to see if something's going to happen.
Again, I don't see what there is to do. The value of the house couldn't have been that much.
No.
The property is probably worth more than the house is.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They did you a favor.
To this day, she said the Atlanta-based company responsible, you call it, we haul it, has yet to contact her.
That's a great name.
I love their name. You call it, we haul it.
Oh, I just thought of another good name for a hauling company.
Oh?
Better Call Haul.
Only in New Mexico. How do people just go up and tear somebody's property down?
And then just drive off?
Someone
So
thinks...
after they realize you have the wrong house, they're just like, pack it up, let's go.
I would. It's hard to. I wish he would come fix the problem. These demolition guys, I want them to come and rebuild the house.
They fixed the problem.
They
The
fixed
problem
the
was your
problem.
house that hasn't
The
been touched
problem,
in 15 years.
It's hard to believe someone thinks they have the right to just come and tear something up and walk away from it and didn't come back and say, I'm sorry. They didn't give me nothing.
What do I need to do to fix this? Nothing. They fixed it. It was an eyesore, and now it's rubble.
They did think they had the right to do it because someone hired them to tear down something.
Someone paid them. They got paid, just not for the job they did. The company did not immediately return a telephone message I left Saturday. In a statement to the WAGA. If the W was upside down, it'd be MAGA TV.
Statement to WAGA TV.
The company said it is investigating and working to resolve the mishap.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
Oy vey.
So, she's making a big deal about it, trying to get something out of it. But
And
like I
the
said,
wording.
they did her a favor.
The wording on this headline.
Oh, very misleading. The media never lies. So, I like the original. If the story had been more close to the wording, I would have liked that better.
That would have been funny.
Yes.
I mean, either way, it's
more
funny.
depressing. Yeah.
I mean, okay, if it was her actual home, the headline would probably be Atlanta woman returns to find home demolished.
Right.
But it's her Atlanta home that was demolished. Kind of. Watch out, the media's gonna twist your words.
Imagine that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
So, if you're in the construction business, double check the address.
Maybe even triple check. You're doing a lot of things.
You know, they got this thing on your phone called Google Maps. I mean, it's pretty good. It'll get you to the exact house.
It's pretty good.
That's the street.
Also, you can look if there's no address on that property. What's the one to the left? What's the one to the right? Figure out.
It's like they go in order.
Well, they kind of skip a number.
Well, like a hotel, like rooms in a hotel hallway. It's opposites. Yeah.
Opposites attract. All right. Up next, we have something about Elon Musk.
Musk.
It's part of the thing.
So, by the way, your grandfather, not my mom's dad, is convinced that Elon Musk bought GM.
He didn't.
I know. They keep telling him he didn't. Their problem is they don't have cable. All they have is internet. They have Roku and YouTube. He gets all his news from YouTube. Which,
unless you're getting your news from us, probably isn't great.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Possibly less reputable than the mainstream media is YouTube. Possibly.
I get all my news from opinion pieces. From people whose opinion I don't agree with.
If I hear 3 different podcasts say the same thing, I believe it. So, yeah. If anybody else is out there confused, Elon Musk did not buy GM. I'm pretty sure that would cost quite a bit more than Twitter, and he barely made Twitter. He barely scrounged up the money for Twitter.
I don't think he's making money with Twitter
I don't think
right now.
GM's for sale.
Anything's for sale if the price is good enough.
True.
Elon Musk lost $28 billion as Tesla took a beating. Now, Toyota says people are waking up to reality that EV adoption will be an uphill battle. These two sentences seem almost unrelated.
No, I mean...
No, it's because Mr. Toyota himself, the chairman of Toyota now.
Mr. Toyota.
Yeah.
Mr. Toyota.
You know,
They call me
chairman
Mr. Pig.
Is Toyota still ran by Toyota?
No, he is the chairman, but he's not the CEO.
He stepped down as CEO last year.
Okay, but he's still in the company.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
It's still family owned.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't think Toyota's publicly traded.
Probably not. No. It's not family operated.
Like you
it's
can
family
buy stock
owned.
in Ford and GM and all those. I think. I don't know. I know Ford. I've got stock in Ford.
Why?
But I need to look at the stock since they made their agreement with the UAW. I think it went down. But I don't think you can buy stock in Toyota.
Probably not.
Like stock market wise. I'm sure you could do like private investor stuff.
Anyway, the reason why these actually do...
It feels like it's just Toyota responding to Tesla taking it.
Toyota's always had the stance that EVs just won't work long term. In terms of...
Or now.
Yeah.
They won't work There's not enough infrastructure.
Yeah, we don't have chargers all over
for
the place
everybody
and
to be charging a car. There's not enough electricity for everybody to be charging their car every night.
Of all the things you think of having a limit, electricity is not usually one of them.
California does. Like people out in California do, because they'll get like roving blackouts and stuff. Because especially in the summertime when everybody's got their air conditioning going.
Mm-hmm.
Like Southern California,
Didn't they do that in Texas in the winter, like last winter?
Possibly. Yeah. They had probably
they were having power.
They had a really bad winter. And they weren't.
So they were doing rolling blackouts.
Yeah. But so Southern California has it all. Like they even say like they tell people to like only run your air conditioner at night because that's when you need it most. Like people electric cars don't charge them until after like 7 p.m. like that kind of thing. So
I mean it makes sense. You can only generate so much at a time.
Right.
It's just not something that immediately pops into your head.
Yeah.
As being able to use up the city's power.
Well, and that's the problem with electricity is there's no good storage. Like the electricity we use in the house is AC/DC, which you can't store.
Yeah.
It's either there or it's not. There's no battery powered AC/DC. So that's
the closest you could get is a generator, but that's just making its own power.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's not storing it; it's creating it as it goes.
Yeah, you lose something in it. But if you got cheap batteries that can hold a lot, they charge quickly, then you could put, if you've got an EV, you can put a battery that you can charge the car from that, kind of thing. Or even as a backup, so you don't need a generator, you could store it in a battery.
Mm-hmm. It'd be cool to have a bunch of giant brick batteries for your house.
Because Tesla's got batteries that you can put in your garage, like hang on the wall in the garage, and they can power the house in an emergency. But they're like the size of the car batteries. They're big and they're expensive and they're probably prone to fires like their car batteries. So,
I think that's it.
But
I think that's an every.
If they had a solid state version that was cheaper and could hold more power, I think that'd go a long ways to solving our energy problem.
And I think solid state batteries would be a lot less prone to fires.
Yeah.
Like another solution is just go back to nuclear because that's actually like the cleanest energy we have.
Yeah, but if you talk to the general masses and you say nuclear power, they think of like Chernobyl.
They get scared.
Meanwhile, nuclear power is actually very safe.
Yes,
and it is the cleanest energy we have, and it is incredibly efficient.
The only byproduct of that is you got the spent fuel rods.
Yeah.
Which I have a solution for that. Because they used to bury them in the desert.
Shoot them in space.
Like there's a company out, I think it's California or out that way, that they're working on a way to put satellites in order with like a slingshot. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like a centrifuge. It whips it around and shoots it out.
Oh, I've seen it.
So you don't have to waste fuel launching stuff.
That'd be awesome.
Like, put the spent fuel rods in a canister. Gone.
Yeah, just like have a bunch of barrels, right, and just kind of put the fuel rods there every week. Take it down to the slingshot and shoot them into space.
Yeah.
Just make sure it gets out of orbit. We don't want to turn into Wall-E.
Space is so big. I mean, you're not like you're going to clutter up space.
Right, as long as we get it out of the atmosphere.
All the crap and junk we have floating around our planet, and they can still get rockets up and not hit it. Like, if you shoot it out of orbit, you'll never see it again.
Yeah, like what's it going to do? Hit Pluto?
It might hit a star somewhere.
Eventually, we'll pile up so much trash on Pluto, it'll become a real planet again.
Well, all you have to do is make sure every time you shoot one up, it's in a slightly different direction. But yeah, get rid of that stuff.
For anyone who doesn't know, nuclear power, phenomenal power source.
Yes.
It's just really hard to get the common masses to say, yeah, nuclear sounds good.
Do I need to sign in?
You need to pay for Fortune if you want the whole thing.
Fortune.
I was able to read the whole thing on my phone. What?
You probably have an ad blocker on your phone.
I don't.
I have an ad blocker on here.
Oh yeah, you're running Brave. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here.
I can't read the story, Sean.
Huh.
Tell us about the story, Sean.
I can see the story scrolling behind me.
Let me see if I can get to it.
I am not paying $1.
Do you subscribe to Fortune, Sean?
It wasn't to Fortune. To 1440.
Huh? Wait, it was there.
We're pausing for station identification.
So you got the story somewhere else, and that's
Yeah.
why you can read it.
How did you get a link for there then?
Through them.
Their link probably bypasses
link to
that.
the original story kind of thing.
Find it.
Keep going.
While we're waiting for that, don't forget to hit like, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment, follow, all the things. Wherever you're watching, the thing that tells them that you like us. If you subscribe, you'll get notifications when we go live. We also have a Facebook page, Third Person Podcast, which we post links to the audio when it goes up on iTunes and Spotify. And there's also live chat on YouTube and Rumble if you want to say hi or comment on anything we're talking about or just whatever. Thank you for watching. You find it?
Where did you find this story?
We might have to move on to a different thing.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess is it Tesla or is it Musk that lost $28 billion?
Probably he lost the money on the stocks.
Okay.
Because Tesla stock's going down. Because electric vehicle sales have started declining.
Yeah, because I mean the people who are going to buy current modern electric vehicles have already bought them.
Yeah, and also along that line, the lines of. Hey, we got a comment.
Hello.
Sorry, got distracted. I had a comment.
3 comments.
This is Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? I didn't see 3 comments.
It's because you only have top messages enabled. I have all messages.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
need something demolished? Call up Biden and have him run things for 3 years.
Who was that?
That was
Simple Jack. Thank you.
Thank you,
if
Simple
you need
Jack.
something demolished,
call up Biden.
How do I change this to what chat I see?
Oh, who knows?
I don't know how you can do it on.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
computer.
So you'll have to keep track of the chat, Sean.
Thank you for that. That is some comedy gold.
Comedy gold. If you need something demolished, call Biden. So what was I going to say? Yeah, the stocks. I'm pretty sure Elon
Musk
has lost some money because of the stocks, and I've also heard that their truck, which is
the
Cybertruck almost coming out,
the Cybertruck,
the Cybertruck. I've heard that they're taking a bath on that.
Yeah,
because it looks like shit.
Yeah, it looks like a warthog from Halo 1.
I never understood the people that love that truck. I'm like, it is the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
It looks like PlayStation 1 era polygon modeling.
It's like Roblox.
No, I've seen better cars in Roblox.
True. Yeah.
But it looks like early PS2 or late PS1. Like, we got polygons and you're seeing them in real life, which is weird.
Yeah. So.
Hey, you got it.
There you go.
Need something demolished? Call up Joe Biden.
Joe Biden is destroying America. Well, you'll get no arguments here. Although I don't think he's in charge. I think he's just trying the best he can to read the words on the screen.
Trying best he can to stay alive.
I don't know at this point if he even cares if he's alive. He may not even be alive.
You can weekend at Bernie's the presidency, right?
Yeah, totally.
They already are.
All right, so get rid of that story because that didn't quite work.
All right. Now we're looking at.
Hmm?
Oh, we got Sean's got it. All right.
All right, Sean's gonna narrate for us.
We're transitioning to a brand new technology.
It's expensive.
It requires people to have a different relationship with a vehicle that has been largely unchanged for decades. One expert said.
Yeah, that would be a big part. Is now people are like, okay, we have to charge it, and instead of just going to the gas station.
Toyota's chairman and former CEO Akio Toyoda has long been a skeptic of the electric vehicle hype train.
One second. This is nothing to do with anything. His name is Akio Toyoda.
Yeah.
Like the Harry Potter spell. Akio Toyoda. Akio is bring to you.
Is that an actual?
Akio is, yes.
You say Akio and then what you want to bring.
Like, no, that's isn't Akio the like light spell? Anyway.
No. Yeah. That's Lumos.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I'm pretty sure the reason he stepped down as CEO is because
it was
he was not pushing forward the EV as much as the company wanted him to.
He has long been a skeptic of the EV hype train. It was a big reason he stepped down.
Right. Because I think the other people on the board of directors wanted more EV stuff.
Now he can finally say, "I told you so."
Direct quote.
I told you so, Toyota.
I told you so, Toyota.
With Elon Musk's Tesla reporting disastrous third quarter earnings last week.
Okay, so stock stuff.
Investors are realizing that EVs are no silver bullet for profit. People are finally seeing reality, Toyota said on Wednesday. So yeah, it's a big change.
Yeah, Toyota's long denied that electric vehicles are the only way for the automotive industry to achieve carbon neutrality, saying there are many ways to climb the mountain. Other major automakers are also slowing the.
I want a nuclear-powered car.
Didn't they try that with Back to the Future?
No, that was nuclear-powered.
The first one was.
Was it?
Yeah, remember when the terrorists were after him because he stole their plutonium?
Oh yeah! I thought he just dumped garbage in it.
That was after he got back from the future. When he got to the future, he turned it into a Cuisinart, whatever, powered.
Got it.
So to get to the future, he had to use the plutonium.
So other major automakers are slowing the EV rollouts. Lucid has slowed production by 30%, while GM has delayed the introduction of the Chevy Silverado EV by a whole year.
So yeah, we need we can do things without batteries that can get vehicles that are carbon neutral.
Though EV sales are still growing, the pace has slowed. In the first half of 2023, EV sales rose 49% from 1 year before, a slower rate than a 63% increase last year.
So EV sales went from increasing 63% to increasing 49%.
Still a decent increase, though.
Still a good increase, but it's slowing, yes.
But the increases should go down as the years go on anyway, because
you can only get so many increases.
Right. In the beginning, the increases were crazy high because no one had EVs before that.
Yeah.
I mean, EVs are still
uncalculably high.
Yeah.
You go from 0 to 100, that's infinitely higher.
Yeah, it's kind of like what they do with the COVID numbers. Like, we had one, now we've got 5. That's a 500% increase. Well, it's only 4 extra people. Slow your roll.
The expert that said how it's a different relationship with the vehicle now also says that to think that everything was going to roll out smoothly and we follow this nice adoption curve is a bit unrealistic.
Yeah. Murphy's Law.
Yeah. We've been saying that for years, though. Like, the infrastructure is not there.
Yeah. There's not enough chargers. I want electric vehicles that, like, get powered by the road they're on.
They're testing that in Europe.
And I want, like, that would be the best way.
It's basically a wireless charger for your car.
Yes, and that would be awesome.
Pretty awesome.
I also once saw this prototype for, like, types of roads where it's basically, like, hexagon, like, panels that they use for the roads so they can light up. So, like, you see, like, the lines. It's not just paint. And it can kind of tell you, like, there's an animal here. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. They could probably adjust it, too. Like, if there's, like, a construction, it can kind of move the lines so you go over.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Smart stuff like that.
Oh,
Love that stuff.
All right. Now
I don't want to freak
about...
you out right now, but we got 7 people in Rumble watching.
Thank you.
And, like,
all 7 of you.
3 people on YouTube. We were up to 4 on YouTube. We're like,
Thank you,
we are
everyone.
Killing it. We're like double digits.
200%. Let's go.
Yeah.
Our
numbers have gone up.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We really appreciate it.
Make sure to hit thumbs up.
We know there's a lot of things you could be doing. We appreciate you spending your time with us.
You could be watching my football team lose.
Google Founders Airship gets FAA clearance.
Let me put this on screen for people.
So, remember how I said think of the Hindenburg?
Yeah.
It's an airship. It sure is.
So is the Goodyear blimp.
So, Google Founder Airship. Google Founder Sergey Brin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Pathfinder
or Sergey? I don't know.
Sergey.
Sergey.
I am Sergey.
Pathfinder 1 is the name of his ship. That's a cool looking ship. Unless it's not done, and I'm just looking at the frame.
That is not done.
Okay.
Lighter Than Air Research is a Sunnyvale, California-based company founded by Sergey Brin to explore the future of airships for disaster relief and cargo. So he's not looking for passenger flying.
Right. Because I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that, pardon the pun, that ship has sailed.
Yeah. We already have our
Yeah.
passenger ships.
Because we've got the technology for airships for a while. It's not like this is new technology.
Yeah, but now he's exploring airships for cargo and for disaster relief.
Yes.
Because they're probably easier to get into the air with stuff than a plane.
That and I actually laid in an article to say that he's also aiming for those hard to reach places.
Yes, because airships they move slower.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about landing.
Yeah, and I think they can
runway.
just kind of like go up and down.
Yeah.
It's like a slow helicopter.
If only there was something else you could do that with, like a helicopter.
Yeah, helicopter, the Jeep of the skies.
Or a hovercraft. Like, if only we had that technology. Oh wait, we do already. I'm pretty sure Google owns some of that technology too.
Expect traffic on the 101 highway in Mountain View, California to be even worse in the weeks ahead as motorists slow down to watch Google co-founder Sergey Brin's 124-meter-long airship launch into the air for the first time.
So that's 1.25 football fields. That's a big ship. The big ship lollipop.
Yes. It's about 360-ish feet.
Yeah. So
that piece of paper allows the largest aircraft since the ill-fated Hindenburg to begin flight tests at Moffett Field, a joint civil-military airport in Silicon Valley with immediate effect. They're referring to the permit.
Yes.
The certificate permits Lighter Than Air to fly Pathfinder 1 within the boundaries of Moffett Field and Palo Alto's airport's airspaces, up to 460 meters or 1,500 feet, which will let it venture out over the southern part of San Francisco Bay without interfering with current planes flying in and out of San Jose and San Francisco.
Cool.
So they get to test it at 1,500 feet.
Think Goodyear blimp, but bigger.
Yes, and a very bright white.
Yeah. Is it gonna? Oh, it's got to have the Google logo on it.
Well, it's different.
But it's a different company.
Yeah, but it's owned by Google.
Is it?
Or Alphabet.
Is Lighter Than Air owned by Alphabet?
It's the guy's thing.
Well, he's the co-founder
of Google, but not.
Yeah, but Google is Alphabet.
No, Alphabet is Google. Well, yeah, whatever.
I think Google's
owned by Alphabet. Yeah, but Google was first, but then they made Alphabet as a parent company.
Yes.
Kind of like Meta with Facebook.
Yeah.
So, in a letter supporting his application, LTA wrote, Pathfinder first one's experimental flight test program to demonstrate and establish the flight envelope for the airship. Their test plan is tailored to include substantial indoor and outdoor ground testing using a build-up approach to gradually increase the flight envelope. The huge airship will initially be attached to a mobile mast for outdoor ground testing before conducting about 25 low-level flights for a total of 50 hours flight time. Although its rigid design harkens back to the gargantuan airships of the early 20th century, Pathfinder 1 is almost completely different from any large airship that has flown before. Crucially, its reported 96 welded titanium hubs and 288 carbon fiber reinforced polymer tubes are light enough that it can use non-flammable helium instead of explosive hydrogen as lifting gas. I didn't think any of the blips used explosive hydrogen anymore. I could be wrong. I'm not a
Alphabet does not own Lighter Than Air.
Okay.
I think Lighter Than Air is a separate company.
So it's a separate, yeah. Yeah, but they should buy like a sponsorship.
I'm sure
You
they
think?
I just picture like some giant LED lights on the side where it does like when your phone boots up and it does the Google with the.
Yeah, the siding of the blimp is just giant flat screen TVs.
Oh, it should be. That'd be so cool.
Probably will be.
That's just called having a dystopian future.
That's a billboard.
Okay, there's nothing dystopian about the blimp having like screens on it.
Nah.
It's dystopian when the blimp screens tell you to stay indoors. burn all your books.
It's going to have 12 electric motors,
1984.
4 rudders, vertical takeoff and landing, speeds up to about 120 kilometers per hour.
What's that in real?
It's about 360 feet per hour, which I don't know what that is. It's not very fast. Is that right?
Wait, I don't
360
think.
feet?
No.
No. I'm
That's
thinking
70.
meters.
That's almost 75 miles per hour.
Okay, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it's not.
I mean, it's not airplane speed.
Yeah,
but it's
but
pretty
it's
good.
not supposed to be airplane speed.
Yeah, it's
Right?
an airship.
It's supposed to be more.
Yes. It's more.
It's a giant helicopter.
Yeah. It should be. Yeah. I'm thinking. Speed like the. In the Avengers, the giant ship in the sky.
Helicarrier.
Yes, the helicarrier. That kind of speed. Just kind of plodding along.
Yeah. Tough layer of laminated Tedlar, 13 helium bags of ripstop nylon.
Is Tedlar stronger or weaker than Teflon?
It sounds like a mixture of Teflon and Kevlar.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Kevlar. It's a hybrid propulsion system with 2 diesel generators
working alongside 24 batteries.
They could use that new solid state battery.
They plan to use hydrogen in later versions, perhaps as fuel for future fuel cells, possibly even as a lifting gas.
Well, the motors are electric, so as the battery technology changes, they can adjust how the electric gets to the motors.
Yes. Pathfinder 1 is designed for single pilot operation. It has dual controls. According to the letter to the FAA, it will have a second pilot on board for initial flight testing until the pilot workload can be assessed. They're saying we're not going to promise that we'll fly in the future with 2 pilots.
They're like, we're not sure how exhausting it's going to be to fly this thing.
Yeah, we're not sure how much you need to be doing at once.
Yeah. Can accommodate up to 14 people. It's not a lot.
Wait, no, the gondola, the LTA, was designed by the famous Zeppelin company. Okay, yeah. Although no superfluous passengers will be allowed during testing.
Because the reason why there's so little people is because they want that all to be like storage space.
Yeah,
for,
it's not a passenger.
It's not supposed to be a passenger vehicle. Yeah.
So after its initial testing, it will fly to Ohio to the Goodyear Air Dock hangar.
Nice. Which they have acquired as its future manufacturing location. So did they own Goodyear, or did they just buy the air dock?
I think they just bought it.
I think they bought it.
An even larger 180-meter long airship, the Pathfinder 3, is already under development.
What happened
they
to
skipped
2? What happened to 2? 2 was going to be 140, and they just scrapped it. Like, nope, we got to go bigger.
Ultimately, Lighter Than Air intends its aircraft to be used for humanitarian missions, deploying cargo and personnel to places that you can't get to by road. He
like
runs
Detroit, Chicago,
Brent runs a
San Francisco.
Brent runs a separate nonprofit called Global Support and Development that has already carried out such missions by sea in the Caribbean, Latin America, and South Pacific. They originally used his own super yacht to ferry medical personnel to the scenes of hurricanes and other disasters, and recently launched a purpose-built vessel capable of transporting dozens of medical staff in full-size shipping containers.
If I had a super yacht, I'd use it for humanitarian. You know, when I'm not using it.
Yeah.
Obviously. I'd use my regular yacht. Let them use my super yacht or whatever.
I mean, if you're going to start a company called Global
How
Support and
big is a
Development,
super yacht? Like, if you've got a yacht and you're like, no, this is too big to be called a yacht.
Oh, super yachts
This
are
is
huge.
a super yacht.
They're like-
I've seen.
They're like
yeah.
twice
They've
or
got
three
like,
times the size.
you know, like a yacht has like another boat for going in and out of shore.
Super
yachts
yacht has
have
a yacht.
It's like, yeah. Tell me you've got too much money without telling me you have too much money. I donated my I let them use my super yacht for humanitarian efforts because I was busy with the yacht.
Well, he didn't donate it.
Well, he didn't donate, but
It's
he
his
let
own
them use
company,
it.
his
Yeah.
own super yacht.
His own
Super
nonprofit.
yacht. Super yachts are awesome.
Ugh.
People who own super yachts are crazy.
I wish I could be rich for a day.
Why just a day?
Because that's all I'll ever get. I would love to just be rich full stop, but I'll take a day.
Could you imagine being that rich?
No.
I can't.
I can't even.
I want to be rich enough to be that kind of person who's like, oh no, sorry, you can't do that. It's illegal. It's like, it's not illegal. It just costs this much money.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Tickets are just a fine, or just the cost of doing things.
Yes. All right.
We've got short things.
Let's go into some depressing stuff.
Matthew
Perry passed
Chandler
away.
on Friends.
I was seeing this
Who?
hit my phone last night at work.
You better be
Chandler
joking.
Bing?
I am.
Thank God. Chandler Bing.
Chandler Bing.
Not related to the search
One of
engine.
my favorite Friends characters.
The best one.
Yes. Because he's sarcastic.
Yes.
Was sarcastic.
Died.
So
Matthew Perry died in
he
his
drowned
Pacific,
in a hot tub.
And yeah,
He's only a year older than me, so I cannot go in a hot tub till after I'm 54.
call was received at 4:07 p.m. Pacific for a male in his 50s who was unresponsive. No ambulance transfer was required for a call to that street. I don't know what that means, but okay. Discovered by a witness unresponsive in his jacuzzi around 4 p.m.
I know he's had issues with alcohol and I think drugs in the past.
But
so
he recovered from his drugs.
Yeah, but my guess would be there might have been some involved here. They're not going to say it.
I mean, he was doing it for a while, you know, like it probably just had a big effect on his health.
Yeah, but
When he wrote that, he wrote a book about it. Haven't read it.
I'm saying my theory is he lapsed back and got drunk and passed out in the jacuzzi kind of thing.
A relapse that kills you right out.
Yeah.
No signs of foul play. Positively identified the body as Perry on Sunday morning and is determining cause of death.
So we'll probably hear something next week about that. If he had drugs or alcohol or not in his system. I guess my guess would be I find it hard to believe someone drowned in a jacuzzi without.
It didn't say he
something else
drowned.
helping.
He was just unresponsive in it.
Well, because he was dead.
Yeah.
I've seen articles that said he drowned. Yeah, that's a sad thing. He was a loved actor.
Yes. Even if he can't remember most of his acting on Friends.
I can't remember most of my watching of Friends, so it's okay.
We love Matthew Perry.
He had some other shows.
Guy.
He had some other shows after Friends, but nothing really ever took off.
Yeah, I think it mentions it down below.
Studio
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. Co-creator and star of Mr. Sunshine, Fools Rush In, Almost Heroes, 17 again.
Pretty sure he was in all those.
The Ron Clark story.
Mr. Sunshine, he was in.
It basically says that he has been in all of those.
Yeah, well, those are movies, but the series, he's co-creator and star of sitcom Mr. Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Where's Ottawa?
Who? Canada.
So he's from Canada. He's Canadian. Was Canadian.
Canadian.
Again, booking
He was
roles
on Growing Pains. I remember.
And 90210 before being cast as Friends.
As the sarcastic, neurotic Chandler. Yeah. So there you go. Chandler Bing. No more. Gone existing.
Sad.
It is sad. We love Chandler.
I did like him. Adam Jones. I want to say Alex Jones.
Adam Johnson.
Adam Johnson.
Not Alex Jones. Adam Johnson's American hockey player Adam Johnson dies after getting cut in the neck by a skate in England.
Why is he in England?
I don't know.
England sucks.
He appeared in 13 NHL games with the Pittsburgh Penguins in 2019 and 2020. Adam Johnson has died after his neck was cut by a skate blade during a game in England on Saturday. He was 29. Ow. Johnson was playing for the Nottingham Panthers in a Challenge Cup game against the Sheffield Steelers when he suffered the skate cut during the second period of the Elite Ice Hockey League game at Sheffield's Utilita Arena.
Utilita Arena?
Utilitia? Utilita? Ulehi Arena. Yeah, that's got to be a painful way to go.
Yeah, that's gotta suck. I've got a video for you. That's why I'm not ignoring you.
You're ignoring me.
Yeah, I'm putting a link. I'm putting a link in the thing.
God, I don't want to read this guy's life story. But yeah. All 3 games scheduled for Sunday were postponed following Johnson's death.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Makes sense.
Said it was tough news. He was a great kid. He said in a text message. The NHL has had skate cut scares throughout its history, and most notably Buffalo goaltender Clint Malarchuk, who took a blade to the neck during a game against St. Louis on March 22nd, 1989. Malarchuk received rapid medical attention and played again 10 days later.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
Good on him. I'm glad he survived, whoever he is.
Shame this one died, though.
But 10 days later, you're like, yeah, I got cut in the neck by a skate. Put me back in. I'm ready to go.
Put me in, coach.
Put me in. I'm not done making money. God. Yeah, getting cut in the neck with a skate, gotta be painful.
Yeah. So
I don't think that's a fast death.
No.
No, that's all the blood gushing.
This story reminded me of a video I've seen, which is a figure skating incident.
Oh,
death?
Huh?
Is there death here?
I don't know. I'm gonna put this on screen.
Let's say so.
Be sure I pause it.
Jessica Dubé.
Well, in 8th place after the short program, Drummondville, Quebec's Jessica Dubé and Cambridge, Ontario's Bryce Davison, the new Canadian champions. This is their first international competition of the season. They missed a lot of training and competing this fall because Jessica had to have knee surgery.
Well, it's really been one thing after another for this team, but they came back. Calmness and a serenity that I see with their skating this year. The choreography is
red. Oh yeah.
First throw triple sow cow. Little touchdown on the landing by Jessica with her right. One hand overhead. I was impressed by how quickly that lift got to one hand.
side by side spins now.
Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
No.
He clipped her. They got too close.
That's why you
His
don't keep
blade,
training.
I think, hit her in the face. This is every pair's worst nightmare. Oh my gosh.
Here comes the medics out onto the ice.
It's medics, not medics.
Oh.
This is going to be such a huge, huge setback for this team.
Worried about that? Yes?
I think it's a good sign that she's crying.
There's her coach, their coach, Annie Barabay.
It's a good
All she
sign
can do
that she's
is
crying.
stand by the boards and watch.
All I can imagine is her nose is gone. All I can like that, like right Carlos sliced off her nose. Right there. Oh God.
Hard to tell from that angle.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's the cut is under her eye.
And it is sliced travels. There's no doubt about
I
it.
can't look.
There's no doubt about it. You want those spins to be close, but not that close.
Oh shit!
We'll try to update you on Jessica Dubé's condition when we return.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
Still though, I'm sure it was painful.
Демонстрирует все, на что
Oh,
способна.
no, not again.
Можно выдохнуть. Канадцы Джессика Дюбе и Брайс Дэвисон.
Yeah, what do you say? Somebody else.
No, this is the same girl.
Yeah, just like
It's again!
No. Smack her head up the
She cannot catch a break.
And
Ну
this
что ж
is what
такое-то, а?
Perhaps she should
Джессика
go.
Дюбе и Брайс Дэвисон.
Is that really the same girl?
Jessica
yeah.
Dubé.
Yeah.
I think it's the same guy too.
В той темноте, которая была
I wouldn't
устроена
be with
на
the same guy
стадионе,
if he cut my face.
No,
частенько
not at
случается и
all.
такое.
You cut my face. Get out of here. Screw you.
That's yeah, maybe think of that.
Ah, poor
It's
girl.
just like the. Have you ever seen the video of the soccer goalie who keeps getting hit in the head?
Yeah, I love
I
that
know
video.
it's a spoof, but I gotta
Yeah.
kick it every time. It's like at the end they're
It always
just
gets you at
propping him up
first.
in a chair.
It always gets you at first.
Yeah, the first couple times it's like, oh, what are the odds? You're like, oh, wait a minute, they're doing a bit here.
Like he'll be like on the other, like they have another goalie. It bounces off the rim and hits him in the face.
He's like laying on the ground and the ball like bounces.
He'd be like sitting on a chair.
Yeah, at the end they prop him up in a chair and just smacks him in the head. I don't know who did that, but it was a good video.
Painful.
Yes, that was painful. I just reminded when we were reading that one, I'm like, oh, that reminds me of that one video I saw.
All right, our last story.
The last story of the day.
Someone found a live cluster bomb.
Cluster bomb.
And ammunition donated to a thrift store
Cluster
in
bomblet.
Wisconsin.
A bomblet sounds cute.
It's probably one of the smaller bombs that are in the cluster bomb.
One of them little bombs.
What kind of other bombs we got? What are them other kinds of bombs we got?
A bomb and ammunition. Yeah, I don't know what that means. All right.
A live cluster bomblet and ammunition is probably just it's a cluster bomblet and also there was ammo. Have been found in a donation dropped off at a thrift store.
Is a cluster bomblet like a Denver omelet?
Yes, in southeastern Wisconsin.
I love
An
a Denver
employee
omelet.
at the Janesville Goodwill
this bomb.
made the discovery while conducting inventory Friday morning, according to the Janesville police.
Wait, do they inventory those places?
I don't know why
I've
you
been
would.
to a Goodwill. It
doesn't look inventory.
It's just everything everywhere.
The store and surrounding area were
Everything
evacuated
everywhere all the time.
as bomb squad was called in to remove the small bomb and ammunition.
I hope they had one of those robots.
I love those robots. You know, I heard something from a guy who worked bomb squad, and it was a very good quote. People were like, "Do you get nervous when you're like defusing the bomb?" He's like, "No, I'm either right or it's not my problem anymore."
That's kind of like my look on like the end of the world, Armageddon. Like whenever it comes, whatever happens, robots take over, nuclear bombs, whatever. I'll either be dead, or I'll get to ride around like Mad Max, and it'll be cool as hell.
I'm either going to be dead or part of the resistance.
Right. I'll either be dead, or I'll get to wear leather, ride around a motorcycle, and just steal gas. I'm like,
Gasoline. When the end of the world happens, make sure you're in Australia.
yes. I'm like, it's either one of two ways. Yeah. Either I won't have to worry about it, or I'm going to be part of the solution.
Yeah. Employees quickly followed safety protocols by informing store and donation center management and safety teams.
Wait, they have a safety protocol for that?
Apparently.
It's probably just a general safety protocol.
I'm like,
I would hope.
in case of cluster bomblet, what do I do?
In case someone donates
he's
a
looking through the
bomb.
handbook. I see a cluster bomb.
I see a
I see
bomblet.
a bomb. I don't see a bomblet.
No, I see cluster bomb and I see bomblet, but there's no cluster bomblet. So which one do we follow?
What do I?
They're
what
the
do
exact
I do?
same.
He's calling up management. He's calling up like area district manager. He's like,
What do I do?
I've got a problem here. Listen, I'm in between pages 8 on page 8 and page 15. There's no in between.
All right. The store and donation center resumed operations shortly after 1:30 p.m. Bomblets are part of cluster bombs, which contain multiple explosive submunitions. So yes, it's one of the little bombs that are in the cluster bomb.
That's a complicated bomb.
Yeah, because the bomb blows up, and then there's little bombs, and then they all blow up. So it's one of them little bombs.
I love those on 4th of July.
The bombs can be dropped from planes or fired from the ground. Police were trying to determine who left the bomblet and ammunition.
By the way, the sentence, the bombs can be dropped from planes or fired from the ground. What other option would there be?
Under the ground.
You pretty much covered the whole gamut of where bombs can be.
I mean, they can be underground.
From the water?
That would be ground level.
Kinda, but you probably can't shoot a cluster bomb out of a sub while it's,
I mean, you could drop it from a
submerged.
spaceship. You can come from space.
It better not be a timer bomb, because it's going to take a while.
Sean said underground, so like a submarine, I guess.
Or put them in there as a mine. You step on this, and the whole mile around you blowing up with bomblets. And just in case you didn't know, Janesville is about 76 miles southwest of Milwaukee.
122. Why did they put the stop with the kilometers?
For the Europeans.
No one cares.
Because
This is ABC News.
And
they got they're worldwide, baby.
This is America.
America.
And?
America.
And?
No, it's just America.
And?
Yeah. Coming again.
Who's on first?
Yeah. I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, me neither, but I know the song. Yeah. So there you go. Don't donate your bomb to Goodwill.
Not without making sure there's nothing
Where did
explosive in it. Where did they what?
Where did they find it?
They were just doing inventory and they found it.
It was in the drop-off.
It must have been a drop-off.
It says it was in the donations.
Yeah, but doing inventory sounds like you're counting stuff that's already in the store.
Yeah, doing inventory sounds like, okay, we got to make sure no one stole anything this week.
So they were inventorying what just came in. That makes sense.
Like, here's a bomb. Oh shit, here's a bomb. I imagine that's the kind of situation that it does take you a second, right? Like you're going through everything, you're like,
there's a processing time, yeah.
All right, we got the antique lamp, we got the garden gnome, we got the cluster bomb, we got what? That's a problem. This is a problem.
All right, so that's all the stories we have for this week. Yeah. No new chats. It was just that simple, Jack.
Thank you.
I still love that comment. Need something demolished.
Have Joe Biden run it for a few
3
years.
Yes. So, yeah. We went a little long this week.
About an hour and a half.
Good. Hour and a half.
Okay, because we started late.
Yes, we started late. We gave you extra show. How's that? So we will be back next Sunday.
Friday?
Friday? When did we change things?
We did. Next Sunday, hopefully 5 p.m. If not, if you follow us on Facebook, I'll post if it's not. But it should be 5. I have nothing planned. Do you have anything planned for next Sunday?
No, it should be good.
Are you going to Indy next weekend? I'm glad you didn't go this weekend, by the way. There's just too much bad stuff happened this week. I would have been worried sick if you.
One of my friends was like, "I'm not going to be there this week," so I'm like, "Yeah, I probably won't be there either. I'm probably going to stay
no one's
home."
allowed to leave the compound.
The compound of Jack.
So things settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we will be back in 7 days at 5 p.m. on Sunday. I keep seeing it on the story up here. I got to close the story now. 5 p.m. Sunday night. Now I get to go see how bad my Niners were beat because they were getting their butts handed to them when I last looked. And so yeah, have a great week, everybody. Matthew, Sean, have a good week.
I'll try.
I will have a better week than this week.
There you go. Until next week, be safe, be kind, hug someone you love.
The 49ers lost 31 to 17. They started the season
so well, and their defense is just taking a shit.
31 to 17. That was it, right? 31
yes.
17?
Yeah.
They've lost now to the Browns, the Bengals, and Wisconsin.
I don't know anything about sports, but that's rough.
They lost to Wisconsin. No, Minnesota. Minnesota. I'm sorry. They lost to Minnesota.
Minnesota.
They lost a football game to Minnesota.
I don't get it.
It's Minnesota. There's nothing good there.
Aren't they the Cheesehead? No, that's Wisconsin.
No, that is Wisconsin. They're next door to the Cheeseheads. Minnesota is George Floyd.
The only thing I know about Minnesota is that my friend got married there.
Yeah, but Minneapolis is where the George Floyd thing happened.
Huh.
So that's their claim to fame. And they have a football team that's meh, but can beat my team, so I can't really.
Almost double. That's rough.
Well, the Minnesota score wasn't that high. So
is 31 not that high?
31 is not that high. No, that wasn't the Minnesota. That was the Bengals.
Okay.
That was this week. Minnesota was last week. All right. Sayonara. See you tomorrow or next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.